Silver's pumping. Trump announced that he's going to be pumping stocks, and I hope he also means crypto too, because we all need to eat and we all need our bags to pump absolutely immediately right away. Happy Black Friday. Happy Black Friday. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys bought for Black Friday. I actually bought a couple things on sale. Got a really nice black dress I wanted for a while, and I bought some boots. I might return them. I haven't been able to get at the thrift store, but hopefully this weekend I will be able to. I'm going to do a little bit of R&R, but welcome back to the O Show. Everything crypto every single day. I'm WendyO. If you're not following me, you need to be. It's going to be important to do so because we drop a lot of alpha here. And yeah, I'll be in San Diego this weekend with the VeChain team. Super excited for that. And I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you guys spent some good time with your families. I hope that it was just absolutely wonderful and magical, you know. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that, you know, that were said. Trump said a lot of out-of-pocket stuff since yesterday, which that's fine. That's what public servants do. They're big entertainers. But apparently he wants to pump the stock market. He also wants to remove income tax because of the tariffs, allegedly. So let's get into all that. It's going to be a short stream today. We're just going to get our stuff in, have a good time and whatnot. So this is what the market's currently looking like right now on the daily. I thought we'd be up a little bit more. We did have some nice gains across the board yesterday, but obviously those were not able to sustain. If you haven't, I'm hosting a giveaway on X for TradingView. They're wonderful. If you like to trade, you want to learn how to trade, they have really, really great deals. It's the best platform ever. Use it. If not, no worries. As far as Bitcoin goes, we're back at about $90,000. And that's okay. It's okay. You can't keep going up forever. I mean, the good thing is that we actually were able to flip above the EMA 9 and are testing 92,000, which is going to be the EMA 20 on the daily. So again, that's good. Market Cipher also looks pretty healthy. Like we do have a little bit more ways to go, but I can see us kind of consolidating, hopefully between 88 and about 93 this weekend. Oh, honey, that wasn't me that took your 2K. You were talking to an impersonator and you sent money to somebody on the internet. You should not send money to anyone on the internet. You need to verify that you're actually talking to the correct person. But anytime somebody asks you for money, it's probably a scam. You never should send anybody any money. I'm sorry that happened to you, but unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. You can file a report and do all those types of things, but there's nothing I can do. And that's a social media platform problem, not a my problem. I've got all my official links at cryptowendyO.com. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to it. I know a lot of impersonators and stuff happening. That always has been. And I wish the social media platforms would take a little bit more accountability for that. But hey, I digress. Anyways, with Bitcoin, we're just kind of going sideways. The 4-hour does show a little bit of a pullback here. So I am hoping that we hold 89, but we might fall possibly down to about 87, depending on what's going on there. So hopefully things turn around with the market, but we will see. TikTok's wild today. Anyways, as far as Ethereum goes, Ethereum's trading at $3,000, which is good. A little bit sluggish, but a little bit more bullish than Bitcoin. Solana is having a bit of a pullback here, but we do have a nice range established between 127 and about 145. Also, if you want to trade with me, I am trading on Kraken and iTrust. Both are great platforms. The links are down below or above. One is iTrust is offering $100 to sign up, and Kraken is offering $25 in XRP. As far as XRP goes, we're actually having a lot of trouble breaking above 227, but you know, it is what it is with these current market conditions. Chainlink is actually reversing, looking more bearish than anything else. ADA, not looking great at all. We do have support at 38 cents, so we will hope that holds. And Hedera as well is just kind of moving sideways. I want to give a quick shout out to our channel members over here. Because good morning, hello. Whoops, wrong one. I know we're a little bit slow today too. I'm a little bit slow. But good morning to Lawrence. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. To Mr. Gumby, to Dale, to Mr. R, to Mike. Who else? Everybody's just chilling today. I'm happy for you guys. Oh, you bought Arby's? Shout out to Mike. Dude, Arby's is so good. I love Arby's. And I actually looked at the macros and it's like 500 calories. And in addition to it being 500 calories, it's got lots of protein. Got a lot of protein. Got lots of protein. All right, let me get back to the news. We'll get through the news for you guys. So Bitcoin, this is according to CoinSpeaker, but they're talking about Bitcoin hitting the most oversold levels in history, calling for a massive rally. They're using the Z-score, which I hate the Z-score. I want to say that's something in statistics we had to do. Absolutely hated it. But I appreciate that. I think the moral of the story for this particular story about Bitcoin being in oversold levels, the thing that stands out to me the most is they're talking about the bottom for 2018 and 2022. And you have to remember, in 2021, we had two tops. And in 2018, we had like that really, really gnarly bottom when we hit like $3,000-$4,000, which is freaking crazy. So hopefully we do see some sort of local bottom and reversal, especially considering what's going on in the current state of the world. But we'll have to see about that. And again, you guys, I'm just chilling. I'm not calling bull or bear markets anymore. I'm just kind of covering the news for y'all. Life is so much more better that way. Also, 15.4 billion worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum options expire today. This will bring in volatility. So some quick little background on this. I'm not telling you how much money I have. That's weird. You guys are being really, really invasive and weird on TikTok today. Please don't do that. Don't pocket watch people. I have no money. And I own no crypto or Bitcoin. So when options expire, traders must either exercise, settle, or let contracts expire worthless. Expiries often lead to higher volatility, especially around key strike prices where a lot of positions are concentrated. Okay. Oh my God, I'm just going to block you. It's just annoying today over there. Actually, TikTok, you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys on Monday. Okay, amen. I don't have patience for that today. This is the thing. When we look at different social media platforms, like X is the most well-versed when it comes to understanding crypto and common sense. And then it's like YouTube, and then it's actually Instagram and Facebook, and then TikTok's always the last. It's always the last. And it's really sad, but it's just weird. Like, people like to ask weird, like there's no social skills. It's like weird. But anyways, I digress. Back to the stuff over here. I keep picking up the wrong screen. Anyways, that's what options and all that type of stuff means. And the reason why I give basic definitions is because it's important, because these things are pretty hard to understand. Now, when we take a look at this post over here, so Trump came out and he said quite a few things yesterday. But one of the things he did say is he says he will keep stocks at all-time highs. That's market manipulation. Okay, that is 100% market manipulation to say that. But again, politics and economics and all those things, they're just a bunch of big grifts. No, Lawrence, they're actually older. On TikTok too. They're actually a little bit older. But again, it's just one big grift. So I hope he keeps stocks at all-time high. That would be wonderful for me, primarily because, and everybody in crypto, because then we all can make a bunch of money. That would be absolutely wonderful. So he says he's going to keep them at all-time highs. I don't know how he's going to be able to do that. But hey, also kind of a little bit recap over here from the Cobb letter. I love them. But he says he's going to keep stocks at record highs, 600 billion year in Magnificent Seven capex, Fed cutting interest rates into 3% inflation, global AI infrastructure spending 1 trillion per year. But is that really creating jobs or removing them? Fed ending quantitative tightening in 2 days, U.S. deficit spending at 6% of U.S. GDP, NVIDIA larger than 5 national stock markets, and record corporate buybacks of 1.2 trillion coming in 2026. Trump saying he's going to completely cut income taxes and promising $2,000 stimulus checks in 2026. So that's kind of what's going on with that. But moral of the story is we'll see if any of these come to fruition, how it's going to impact the markets. The thing that worries me the most, AI worries me the most as far as jobs and the economy. The stimulus checks, those are just legalized bribes. So there's that. Quantitative tightening, that's going to be ending. U.S. deficit spending. Inflation, the interest rates, this is what needs to happen. Okay. This is what needs to happen. They just need to figure out how to lower home mortgage rates. That's what needs to happen. They have Freddie Mae and Fannie Mac and all kinds of stuff. Give us 2% interest rates. Actually give every single American, regardless of income, regardless of income, create 2% interest rates for primary residence only, not for your Airbnbs. If you get caught renting those out, you're in trouble. Not for your rentals, not for the corporations, single families, okay? Single families, whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, whether it's a couple, okay? If you are buying a home for your primary residence, 2% interest rates, the government could figure it out. That would solve quite a bit of problem. That way, we have all this inventory. Well, excuse me. We have these homes that people have been living in for a long time. They might want to upgrade or downgrade, but they don't want to do that because they don't want to lose their interest rate. So if we do it to 2%, then people can buy and sell and do whatever. So it'd be more supply in the market and be a lot more affordable for people. And if you want to do the 50-year mortgage rates, mortgage loans, whatever the hell, that's fine too. I don't care. I like them. Anyways, there's that. CME stock futures resume trading after a halt caused by a cooling issue at a data center. Data centers and these energies, man. Woo. But anyways, it impacted global futures and options, EBS, Forex markets, BMD markets were impacted. Price updates for 10-year U.S. Treasuries, S&P, and more were not appearing during the outage. The affected data center, Cyrus 1, reported a chiller plant failure affecting multiple cooling units, then deployed temporary cooling equipment. CME warned it may take time for the contract movements to reflect once over. You know what fixes this? Chainlink does. Oracles do. And the CME was back online. But again, this just is further proof to me that it's further proof to me that TradFi wants to vertically integrate crypto because there are not going to be a lot of these issues. Yeah, we have AWS and those types of things that go down. But realistically, at the end of the day, I mean, a little bit better system, right? Because everybody's got to be out trading today instead of spending time with their families. Silver reaches a new all-time high of $55. Congratulations to all the silver holders. NYSE Arca seeks approval to list T. Rowe Price, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Doge, Shiba ETF. And this is actually really interesting. I'm surprised that they have Shiba Inu there. But hey. But it's going to basically it's going to manage exposure to these assets, and the positions would be adjusted based on market conditions. The ETF may use stablecoins for liquidity if needed. So I think having Shiba Inu as one of these is crazy, but I guess there's demand for it. So T. Rowe wouldn't do that just to do it. Vitalik donates $765,000 in Ethereum to privacy messaging apps. Okay. Also, too, apparently the Ethereum Foundation is launching a privacy team in October. So this is not like a really, really big story to me, but I think the underlying message here is privacy coins and privacy protocols and different things like that. So remember Charles H. came out, and I posted a video for you guys. A lot of you didn't watch it, but he came out and he says that he does think privacy will kind of bring in some sort of run. And I agree with him that we should see that in 2026 if it does end up happening. That's a sector that really hasn't been disrupted yet by crypto. We've seen AI, we've seen DeFi, we've seen tokenized stocks, we've seen meme coins, we've seen all the NFTs, all of it. But privacy hasn't been something that's been disrupted yet by crypto. So that could be a catalyst for crypto, the bull market. So we'll see on that. Because again, the donation wasn't the key thing. The Ethereum Foundation launching a privacy team in October. Solana, traders hit by months-long browser malware that skimmed the swap. So if you guys are using Coin or Crypto Copilot, because apparently they are secretly redirecting fees from Solana traders to an attacker's wallet. The extension was flagged by cybersecurity firm Sock and was available on the web Chrome store since June. So if you're using that, please double check and make sure that you guys are practicing safe stuff, safe DEX, DeFi. Chainlink had updated their reserves. They accumulated 89,000 worth of Link, and the reserves hold a total of about almost 1 million Link, which is awesome. 973,000. So congratulations to them. And again, Chainlink would actually fix, Oracles would actually fix a lot of the stuff happening over there at the CME. Trump family is in the news again because they can't help themselves over here. So apparently Trump family linked Alt 5 Sigma outs top executive after CEO suspension shakes up leadership. The NASDAQ ticker is Alts, and the firm is on its third CEO in 6 weeks. This is insane, and that's not good. I don't like it. CEO Pete T was suspended on October 16th. This triggered leadership turmoil. Alt5 holds 1.3 billion in World LibriFi. Eric Trump is on the board, and NASDAQ listed crypto firm. They basically dismantled their CFO and COO during internal shakeups. I don't know who they've been hiring and what's going on over there. It just doesn't seem really promising moving forward. But again, I'm not going to fade any type of money-making opportunity. As far as income tax goes, Trump says he may cut income tax completely because of tariff income. I like this story. I hope that it happens. He said the government could afford the cuts because of large tariff revenue. And hey, you know what? I'm not really that, like, with the whole tariff thing, there's just been so much drama with the crypto markets and like with the liquidity and like globally, all of those things. If we can remove income tax, it would be awesome. Because something needs to be done. The current system is not working, especially with the rise of AI, not working at all. So that being said, I hope they do in fact cut income tax, but you know, we'll see how that won't happen. How about no crypto tax first? Jarhead crypto, that would be wonderful. But crypto is a very, very small sector in the scheme of things. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things. There's a lot of people that are struggling, that are having issues. Everyone's like, oh my God, like yesterday was actually sad for Thanksgiving. I saw so many people struggling, like, because again, I use all the different social media platforms, and there's just a lot of turmoil happening with a lot of people. Like there's a lot of deaths. There's all kinds of like poverty and different things like that. So they need to figure out how to fix the stuff happening with Americans as far as the recession and the economy and the jobs and interest rates and affordability, because that's a big, big problem. So if you remove income tax or you lower it, and it needs to be to everybody, just targeting billionaires is actually really, really stupid because it forces people, it inserts in your mind that, hey, I don't want to continue to be better. So I don't know. I think that they should just lower taxes for everybody so we can contribute more money into the economy. More people can get paid. But anyways, sending you guys love and light. I'm going to go. I have to pack. I have to go to San Diego, and I'm really hungry. I'm really, really hungry. But I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I don't like the holidays. I don't like them. I never will, but I have the damn tree up for my kid. But I got to go. Got to finish packing. I'm going to make some breakfast. Send y'all love and light. And I've got some media coming for you at 2 p.m. PT, and then wrap it at 6 p.m. PT on the channel. Goodbye.